Hey guys, this is John Long with Empirical. Sorry about that. How y'all doing this evening? I'm glad to be back again hosting with you guys. Of course, we're back in our office, which is nice. Hopefully, all of y'all are being safe at home. We have Jason Vera, our COO, Chief Operating Officer, back with us. And we have David here with us, our Chief Technical Officer. David actually is new to our company. He's been with us, Jason, he's been with us, what now, almost six months?
About 6 months now.
6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, before we start, happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yes.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, happy Cinco de Mayo. Hopefully you can see all of our little festive things we got here. We got our little sombreros.
Little mariachi hats. I wonder if that'll fit you.
I don't know. That might fit. What do you think?
Oh, that looks
Yeah,
good.
it looks good.
Yeah.
You could put it on that little tincture there. It would fit perfectly,
That actually would kind of be kind of cool.
Kind of hide the giveaway there.
So how was y'all's weekend, guys? Anything exciting this weekend?
A lot of yard work. The quarantine has actually definitely taken a role. I mean, this has affected pretty much everybody. So I'm running out of things to do at the house. Cleaned the garage probably 2 or 3 times. Cleaned my closet, which needed a big cleaning, and then majority of it was yard work. So, it's kind of taking the time to do that, and obviously working from home, keeping on top of things at the office with, different things that we got going on, the new products that we have created. We talked about in previous weeks, the hand sanitizer has been a really big hit and very popular right now with all that is going on with the COVID-19 in San Antonio and the surrounding areas. What about you, David? How was your weekend? Did you do anything exciting, fun?
Actually, I hung out with the boys. Tried to, keep up with their whole video game thing. I'm not too good with video games.
That can be challenging.
Yeah. So I'm watching this new series. Well, it's actually not new. It's Ozark. Heard of it?
Ozark.
I've heard some good things about that.
Yes, Ozark. I love Ozark.
I think that's like the new Breaking Bad. It's like, I was, I'd seen it, but I'd heard of it, but I never knew it was that good. So I just
guys,
watched one
this is
episode and
important.
that was
So
it. Boom.
everyone needs to like, share, comment if anyone's seen Ozark. Y'all need to comment on this because Ozark is really something.
Yeah.
I've actually talked about it on Mike Anthony's show.
Yeah.
I've talked about it on our show before.
Sure.
Because Ozark for me has been phenomenal. Mike Anthony, because he's over there nodding his head because he knows, and he actually, I think you started watching it with your wife too, haven't you, Mike?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's been something. It's quite a show. It really is intriguing for us. The way that my wife and I and actually my older daughter got involved with it is we started watching it just like 1 or 2 episodes a night.
Right.
But then after that 1 or 2 episodes, it was like so intriguing. I was like, okay, this is just one more.
Exactly.
And then-
it's like
one more. I can't
it's
believe it's ending that
it's
way.
addictive.
Let's just do one
man.
more.
It's addictive. I'm in season 2 right now.
How many seasons are there?
3.
There's
3
Currently
seasons?
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I wish there was another one because it's like I can't believe the way they ended this last season. I'm just so irritated at.
Don't give it away because I haven't even started it, but
Man,
I've
you've
yet to
gotta
start
see
it.
You've got to see it. It's amazing. But yeah, please like, comment, and share, guys. We'd love to hear your comments if anyone has seen that because it really is cool. But anyway, I wanted to thank everyone. Hopefully, you had a great Cinco de Mayo today with our little hats. And we are, of course, Mother's Day is this weekend. So hopefully, do y'all have any big plans for Mother's Day this weekend?
It's going to be virtual, whatever plans. Yeah.
Yes.
It's,
Okay.
I have my mom's here in San Antonio, so that's a good thing.
So one of the things that we did come up with is we came up with the opportunity to share something with moms. So we came up with some gift baskets. My wife was creative enough to come up with some gift baskets for moms. So we have 3 different price brackets for moms. We have a gift basket that actually has like a 30-day supply of gummies, 1,000 milligram tincture. It also has hand sanitizer. It has a balm and a cream. It has melatonin in it. That all goes, it usually goes for about $180 if you were to buy it at the retail price. Now we're going to actually sell it for Mother's Day on a discount for $115.
Nice.
So a really, really good price.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Good deal.
And then we have another one. Of course, we have a midline range also. That one's going to be going going for usually $150. That one's going to have everything else we talked about, but a lesser dose. So a 500 milligram dose on that one, and that one usually goes for about $150. That one will be going for $90. That'll be the middle one, and then the last one we'll be having is usually goes for $110. That one actually will be a 250 milligram dose instead of the 1,500 and 250. That'll be going for $50. So we'll have those, of course, cost savings for those individuals who are interested. We will have shipping available for those. If you decide at the last minute, we will have expedited shipping that I'm sure David can add to our website.
Absolutely.
To make sure we get expedited, to make sure we get it there to you on time for Mother's Day. So that would be great if you make sure that you get something ordered for your mom. These are really, really great products. If your mom is like my mother, in fact, I was on the way to work today. I called my mom to make sure that she was staying at home because my mother has everything that is known to man for anything that she's susceptible for this COVID-19. She has.
Oh goodness.
So I was like, okay, hey, I called the house and you're not answering. What are you doing?
Right.
She goes, oh, I'm at the commissary. I was like, Mother. I said,
Hope she had a mask on.
I asked her. I said, are you wearing a mask? And she was like, yeah. I said. She goes, okay, well, I gotta go let you go. I was like, no. Are you wearing a mask? I asked you a question. She's like, why are you calling me? She's like, I just asked you a question. Are you wearing a mask?
Right.
Yes, I'm wearing a mask. I said, okay, well, that's good. I said, if you need something, just call me. I will go get you whatever you want. Yeah. I said, you're so susceptible to all this stuff. Just stay home.
Sure.
Let me go get what you need.
Right.
And, be safe.
Yeah.
Because she's definitely one of those ones that's going to end up on a respirator and be susceptible to this stuff. So it's awful. It's awful. Hey, Lucy, thanks for joining us. Nice to see you again. So again, that's what we have going on.
Real quick, for the last minute shoppers, John, are they going to be able to pick it up at the office?
Yes. So actually, if you're interested in doing this, these gift baskets will be shipped out either in this gift basket in a box, of course, or if you're interested, we can actually have them delivered if they're here in San Antonio. We've got a lot of clients all over the country. So we have some clients in Pennsylvania, New York. We have some
West Virginia,
and the Florida and Oklahoma. So that would be great. Those guys there, if you need them, we'll send them in a box. And of course, FedEx has these nice boxes that we can make sure that we ship them in to get them to your mom in time if they're out of state. Or if they're here in San Antonio, we actually have a courier that can carry them to your mom or individual who needs them. Or if you're just looking for something that you want to come by the office and pick up, we are here in the office now, Monday through Friday. We've been here from usually about 10 to 3, 10 to 4. So if you just call the office, or you can the office, and if you're not here during those office hours, you can call the office, and the office line is transferred to my cell phone. So you always should be able to reach us.
And we do practice social distancing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, we do.
And we do. And we've all kind of been working here. We do have our mask here. We have our gloves. We all have hand sanitizers, of course. We all have our own CBD hand sanitizer on our desk.
Pretty effective, too.
Very effective. Very effective. So, anything else that I'm missing there?
No, that's really it. I mean, the cutoff. What's going to be the cutoff for the Mother's Day promotion?
Yes. So the cutoff for the Mother's Day promotion, in order for us to get it to your mom in time, ideally would be a Friday. If you want it overnighted, of course, there is an overnight fee. We could send it out Saturday, but there would be an overnight charge to get it there by Sunday. So ideally Friday for a Saturday delivery. I don't believe that FedEx delivers on Sundays.
Actually, they do.
Do they?
Yeah.
I think they do.
They
Okay.
do, yeah.
Well, if they do, then we'll get it to you. Of course, that would be an upcharge, but we'll make sure that we get that to your mom in time.
Anything for mom.
There you go. Anything for your mom.
Anything for mommy.
As long as my mom stays at home, that's all that matters.
And if she leave with the mask.
There you go. That's what I'm gonna send her. I'm gonna send her a whole box of masks.
Well, we were contemplating. We were talking about it the other day, doing some H-Empirical masks, right?
Yes. And we're gonna get some of those made up too. We'll have our H-Empirical logo on them.
We'll have a logo right on
That would look
top,
really
yeah.
sharp.
Yeah.
I went to Walmart the other day. Just a quick story, just to do some grocery shopping. Of course, I did have a mask on. And as I was driving in, there was a woman and her husband, I believe, and they were selling masks out of their car. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this. Every other car was stopping to purchase. And they were nice designs, and they were very affordable.
Right.
I think they were like $7 or 2 for $10 or something like that.
Right.
So, anyways, as I was paying for my items leaving Walmart, you saw a lot of people with different kind of designer masks, and I don't know where they were getting it from. So, nevertheless, I don't know, John, we may get some masks done for Empirical, and maybe that will be an additional item or possibly even a giveaway here in the future.
Yeah. So one of the giveaways we're actually giving away today is for those individuals that actually have joined us today, is we're giving away a pet tincture. It's a 500 milligram pet tincture. And for those of you guys who have not used our pet tincture yet, really, really good product. I've used this on my dogs, on my cats. I haven't tried it on my fish yet. Luckily, my fish aren't too bad. They're not too aggressive. I have some cichlids that they do get aggressive, but just I feed them a goldfish, so that's the only reason. But this is actually good for a lot of those dogs that are anxious, just really high energy, the barking, excessive barking, the yappy dogs, even some of those dogs that are really aggressive.
Sure.
Some of those pit bulls that are really extremely aggressive, Dobermans, German Shepherds. This has actually been known to work very well on those dogs that are aggressive. So my mother-in-law actually uses it she's actually selling it on her truck, because she's actually a dog groomer.
Oh, that's
so
right.
She's actually been selling it on her truck, and it's been working well for her clients. So really excited about that.
Awesome.
Hopefully we'll be doing a commercial with her in the near future. So
yes,
that'll be great. And then we actually have some guests coming on our show in the next several weeks. So I know we have Dr. Askew coming on is one, and we have another individual who actually owns some farms as well, some CBD farms, hemp farms, that'll be coming on next week. So
nice.
That's exciting.
Exciting times.
Yeah, and of course we had Dr. Ethicon that was supposed to come in today, but unfortunately he wasn't able to make it. But what I wanted to talk about was I wanted to find out, you have an experience, David. You've been working with us for a while, but you actually started just recently using CBD.
Right.
And not because we forced you into it. It wasn't because you worked for us and we made you use it.
Right.
It wasn't a requirement of your employment by any means, right?
Yeah. It wasn't. No, not at all.
But it was something that you kind of asked about, and you started to start taking some.
Yeah.
So why did you decide to start using some of the CBD products that we have?
Basically, I needed something for my crazy sleep pattern. I've had sleep apnea for a while. I was initially in denial. I've always known that my snoring can wake up a whole household, definitely. But
Me too.
yeah. So the stopping to breathe while you're sleeping. I was kind of like in denial with that. Now my sister, she had mentioned it a few times. My mom, she confirmed it. So I decided. Well, initially, it was all okay. You need to maybe lose some weight type deal, but I could tell that I was still it was still happening. And I read up. I kind of Googled it that this would help, especially the melatonin one.
Yes.
Right. And I tried it. I just thought, what the heck? Let me just give it a shot. And I slept really well. But then I confirmed from my kids that even my snoring was, because on a typical night they can hear me, like in their, they can hear it's so loud, and they didn't hear me, and also I felt really well rested. When you wake up, the problem with people like myself that have sleep apnea, we never really get deep sleep.
REM sleep.
Exactly, right. And I got this Garmin watch to kind of like monitor my patterns and everything, and it would always be there, light sleep. Deep sleep will be like maybe 30, 45 minutes, an hour, and light sleep will be like the rest of the night. And so for the past week now, I've been getting a lot of deep sleep. I mean, the only difference is the melatonin. That's the only difference. And
just so everyone knows, so we actually have a melatonin product that we released about 2 months ago, about a month and a half ago, and it has 20 milligrams of melatonin with 125 milligrams of CBD. And what that does essentially is melatonin is a natural element as well as a CBD. And what that does is it's a holistic element that allows your body to have effective rest, because it's allowing your body body to get to REM sleep, which allows your body to dream. So are you allowed to, do you dream now?
So, you know, I actually used to joke about that with friends. Like, I was one of those guys that just never used to dream. Just never, hardly ever. Maybe like, you know, just, and then if I did dream, I wouldn't remember, you know, because I don't know. But yeah, I've been kind of like having some weird type, you know, some weird dreams.
Some weird dreams.
Over the past few days.
Yeah.
You know, they say a dream is a result of a multitude of activity. So I guess whatever I've been like, you know, focusing my mind on during the day, it kind of sleeps in, you know, during my dreams and all that when I'm sleeping. So yeah. You know,
Hopefully you're not dreaming about me.
No, yeah.
Hold on now.
Yeah, so
Pump the brakes there.
weird dreams, but you know, dreaming and the deep sleep on the monitor, you know, the Garmin thing, the deep sleep is really improved.
That's good.
You know, so that is huge for me.
Good.
You know.
So, David, what products have you used? So the melatonin.
Yeah, and also the peppermint 750 milligram peppermint.
Okay.
tincture?
The
The
tincture.
tincture.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the gummies.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm kind of like, you know, it's free products now, you know. So
And what do you like about those products? What are they doing for you? Just besides the sleep
Right.
seems to be doing well for you. So you have the melatonin,
Right.
the CBD the combination is doing really well for your REM sleep and getting you. You seem to be restful now.
yeah, and also I recently started to walk, you know, do like you know, the whole 10,000 steps a day thing. But I guess because I haven't exercised for so long, you know, I used to feel so much pain, you know, like usually when you start to push yourself that way, it's like, you know, over the next 2-3 days, it's like pain and stuff, and you just kind of
We got something for that too.
stiff. Yeah, you know, but I started, you know, it kind of feels better, and
Right.
I'm someone that I don't really like taking. I've always been that way. I don't like taking medicine for stuff. You know, like they tell you if you have like aches, take, you know, ibuprofen or something.
Sure.
I get paranoid with that. I'm thinking. So I'm one of those people that, you know, I never want to take pain meds for pain. You know, but this is kind of like on the natural path.
This
type
is more
deal.
holistic.
So
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been taking that. So,
So
I think my
melatonin-
recovery from doing the walking and
Good.
everything, there's a huge difference, you know. So it's just those 3 products though. So it's the sleep, and the recovery from, you know, exercise.
From the exercise.
Exactly.
But the dreams that you're having, they're not like weird dreams like you're hallucinating like you would under.
No. See, that's something else. One of the reasons.
Because
One
like
of
with
the
THC,
reasons.
you would have hallucinations. Like if
Right.
you're taking like cannabis,
Right.
you have like these weird crazy dreams with cannabis.
Yeah.
But
Well,
with CBD, you don't
yeah.
have those type of things.
See, actually, I was pretty ignorant about that. You know, one of the main reasons why I was a little hesitant to start using products was because I thought you would get high on it.
Sure.
You know, I didn't quite understand the whole THC thing. You know, but when I found out, I think you guys pretty much educated me on this. That no, man, there's no THC in there, or like 0 to none in there, and you're not gonna get high from taking the gummies or whatever. So,
Right.
you know, that made a huge difference for me. I never knew. I just
Yeah.
thought, you know, you like take that stuff and you start to like, you know,
Yeah. Yeah, the good thing is you don't see any elephants, no pink elephants or anything else. This is nothing like that.
Yeah.
So the good thing about our product, again, it's more holistic. So it's going to bring your body back to homeostasis. So homeostasis means, so if your temperature's high, it brings it back to a normal level. If your pain threshold is high, then it's
Right.
bringing it back to a normal level. So if your sleep patterns are off, they're going to bring them back into the balance.
Like a healthy balance,
It's going to
yeah.
bring everything back within your body into a normal balance, into a healthy balance.
Right.
So that's what it's doing. Essentially, if you think about it, because you're an IT person.
Right.
So if you think about it, when we go through and we go and we kind of trying to collate our computer, you know, it's like going back and putting everything back where it belongs, so it runs faster.
Yeah.
You know, it's making sure that your system is running efficiently.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's what CBD is doing for your body.
Yeah.
It's doing a system check, looking at your entire body, saying, okay, this system is not working well. This
Yeah.
system is not working well. Let me
Right.
fix this, and this.
Just put it all together
And then it does all that through your different receptors,
Right.
CB1 and CB2 receptors. It tells which receptors what to do, and then how much of the CBD you use in those receptors and how to use it.
Oh, okay. That's why I feel so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it gives you a good response that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when you take it, do you take it in the morning, in the evening, mid-afternoon? What's your regimen?
Well, I take it in the morning, and I take it in the the melatonin. I take that at night. Like an hour before
Sure.
I go to bed. But with the tincture, and the gummies,
Yeah.
I take in the morning and in the evening.
I think you took the melatonin the other day during the day because I saw you sleeping at your desk. Just kidding. No, we probably would have heard you there. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So yeah, morning, and I'm trying to make sure that I don't take more than I'm supposed to.
So, well, let me ask you a question just for other people. If you take the melatonin, are you having a hard time waking up the next morning?
No, not at all. I still have my, I'm one of those people that I'll wake up before the alarm goes off. Mm-hmm. So that's still happening.
Yeah.
The only difference now is, I used to wake up 2-3 times during the night. Mm-hmm. Now that's a result because I drink a lot of water.
Sure. Too.
My mom was always telling me, dude, don't drink water after 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. But I can't really,
You can't help it.
Yeah, I'm kind of used to it. So
especially when you start to work out again.
So I kind of cut it down, little, but I would still wake up 2-3 times, but not anymore. I'm just waking up one time now. It's got to be that. It's got to be the,
It has to.
Yeah,
it really does. I do the same thing because I take melatonin, our CBD melatonin at bedtime too, and it does the same thing for me. Because for me, I used to sleep 2 to 3 hours a night consistently for the past 20 years. And ever since I've been taking our product, I literally have been sleeping no less than 6 hours a night.
Yeah,
wow.
It makes a huge difference.
Catch up sleep.
Yeah,
all those years.
Just making up for the lost years, right?
Making up for the lost years.
Well, and you notice that because I've been texting you like at 5 or
I know, because before I'd be like, let me just send John a message, and we'll talk about it in the morning. It's like maybe 12 midnight, 12:30 a.m.
Oh, he's up. He's like a vampire,
And he
man.
replies.
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought you were going to reply in the morning. No, he's up.
He's up. Yeah.
I know. I don't know. I never sleep on all
You're a vampire.
But it's good. It's good.
One of the things that did come up, I was over at my aunt's house not too long ago, and she has purchased some of the products from us, and her question was, hey, does any of this bother your stomach? Get nauseated from it or anything like that? I've never had any of those issues or problems.
I haven't had that. No.
And that was one of her concerns because she has a real sensitive stomach.
Okay.
I don't know if it's food allergies or what have you. So that was one of her questions. But I gave her a sample of some of the gummies, and she's taken them. She's taken them before sleep, and that's one of the things that she said. It doesn't have melatonin in it, but it definitely accepted with her help.
Yeah.
And she didn't get it didn't affect her stomach.
So and it won't. So just so you know, so CBD or actually and also cannabis has been used in oncology patients for the use of emesis or patients who are vomiting or have that excessive nausea feeling. So in fact, I gave this to my daughter the other night because she was feeling like she was nauseous because I'm not going to give her 4 or 5 Tums because she's constantly always feeling like she wants to throw up.
Yeah.
So she took a CBD gummy and she was able to go away. And my son takes them. It's funny because he'll come in and be like, "Dad, I got my growing pains again," and so
I remember those
because he's only 8 years old, but he's so active, and so he'll take a gummy and he'll come in. I can take my gummy today. I was like, "Well, are you hurting?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, I'm kind of." I said, "If you're not hurting, you can't just take it."
Yeah, they do taste good.
They taste good. Yeah,
they do taste good.
Flintstone vitamins.
Yeah.
Are you really? If you're really hurting, you can take it. But if you're not hurting, you can't take it. So.
Yeah.
So he's gotten to a point where I have to make sure I'm double checking with him to see if he's really got pain because he's gotten to a point where he really likes them. But they're really good. But I don't know if y'all know this, but this month is Lupus Awareness Month.
Right.
So and lupus, as you may or may not know, it's a autoimmune disease, very very awful disease. So a lot of times in lupus, these patients cannot go into the sun. And it affects their kidneys, it affects their liver, and they get this rosacea on their face, and they have what's called these flares. So it sends pain all over their body, and it affects their appetite, and it actually ultimately will affect their entire body system, and a lot of times it causes ultimate death. So there's a lot of patients who die from lupus.
Oh my goodness.
Even though it's a treatable disease, there's a lot of new drugs that have come out. In my old company that I used to own with my partners, there was a drug called Benlysta that just came out probably about 4 years ago that we used to treat, but that was the only drug on the market for it, but very expensive. Very hard for patients to afford. So, but this is Lupus Awareness Month, so I want to make sure that everyone was fully aware of that. So kind of keep that in mind. If there's an organization that y'all support, my wife and I definitely support that, and the Arthritis Foundation, we continue to support that as well. So just one of those things. Anything else y'all have going on for Mother's Day this weekend?
Well, I'm not really sure. I know that then here in Bexar County, they're slowly opening, to 25% capacity.
Yes.
Some of these restaurants. So
I've seen some more, that are more than 25%.
You can go into a restaurant now?
Yes.
I believe so.
I'm not ready to do it.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it.
What about movie theaters,
I'm not going to do that. They are open at 25%, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it.
I wonder how they're going to do that, though. Is every other seat going to be kind of
They're probably going to
vacant,
do
or-
one and then every 6, I guess, or something like that.
What they're gonna do is to where if y'all three go together, then y'all three sit together and then separate.
Oh, so like
okay.
families together and then, space it out.
That makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
So like we have to be like a tri-date or something?
Friday.
Yeah.
Tri-date.
Tri-date.
That's kinda cool.
Well, I was kind of bummed, but because that movie was coming out just right before the virus hit, or COVID-19, and it was A Quiet Place 2. I was really excited about it, going to go watch it. So I heard, and I'm not sure if this is true or not, but it got pushed back all the way to like September.
Wow.
Did it really?
Yeah, that's like a long time from now.
Yeah, it is.
Well, there's some
So-
movies that are coming out and they're actually showing on different like Direct TV has some
On demand or
on demand.
Yeah, I actually assumed that was what the movie theater or what the movie industry is doing now.
Yeah.
It's just instead of straight to remember the straight to
Yeah.
DVD type days. I
Right.
thought they were doing straight to like Netflix or straight to some.
We rented
streaming
one. It
thing.
was like $19.99. We rented Invisible Man, I think.
Right.
wow.
That was pretty cool.
That's a good movie.
That was a good movie.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I mean,
My kids saw it in the theaters and they were just like, "Yeah, it's a good movie." And we rented it. It was a good movie.
yeah, I really enjoyed it.
It was really, really good. Well, to all those individuals that are actually on right now, happy Mother's Day to y'all. We hope y'all have a wonderful Mother's Day. We'd like to thank you for joining our show this evening. Of course, Mike Anthony will let us know who's our winner for this evening. Did you already send it to me? Okay, well, actually, I'll tell you who it is right now. It is Angie Labaya is our winner for this evening.
Angie.
So Angie, you will be receiving this pet tincture for your pet King Logan. Nice, very nice. So we hope to hear your comments about how it works for King Logan. I would love to hear how well this works on your pet. So thanks for joining us on our show this evening. Anything else you'd like to say to our?
Just one thing about the pet tincture, because not a lot of people know that CBD is helpful for pets. I have 2 dogs. One, it's a teacup Yorkie, and also I have a terrier mix who I had for 11 years. Teacup Yorkie is a yapper, constantly barking. Mailman comes, Amazon Prime comes, drop something off. She's barking for 5-10 minutes. So I give that to her, just a small dosage, and it seems to calm her down. But where I really, really noticed it was on my older dog. She's 11, like I said, terrier mix. In the evenings, she gets like this kind of anxiety, almost to where it's kind of like a discomfort. She's always wanting to look outside, and especially when it's raining and thundering. Oh my gosh, it's horrible for her. So I've used that on her, and like I said, I just put it right under her tongue, and it helps her tremendously. And you know what? Ironically, she, how can I put it? She's a little bit overweight. She sleeps in the bedroom. She's got her own little doggy bed. And
So
she's
not spoiled then.
oh yeah, well, it's one of those Tempur-Pedic, with a
okay.
special blanket, teddy bears. So, anyways, she snores pretty loud. My fiance will say she snores louder than I do. But you know what? it's funny how you just mentioned that, David, because that's the first time I heard.
Yeah.
But it seems like her snoring has been reduced significantly as a result of giving her that.
I don't know if we have any melatonin for dogs yet.
I don't know, but that stuff really, really works, And I know that's the only pet brand that we have now.
Yeah.
A lot of people have pets. I mean, I consider my dog like my 2 dogs are like my kids, So anything that will help them, definitely give. So
we are working on another pet brand for a peanut butter and also one for a DMHE horse roll-on also, which will be a 3,000 milligram for the horses as well. So that's one of the things that we're also currently working on with our labs.
Yeah.
So
that's a huge market, the equestrian market.
Really yeah, it really is. So we're really excited about that. David, thanks for sharing your story tonight. It's really appreciate that.
Dave, thanks.
Jason, thanks for joining us tonight.
Yes, sir.
It's
Absolutely.
nice to kind of be back with you guys because I've been at home and actually it's been my son, my wife, my daughter. My daughter actually has been enjoying doing the shows with me.
Yeah.
In fact, she was kind of bummed, like, I'm not going to do the show tonight.
We got to change it up a little bit.
She's like, really? She's like, well, who are you going to have on there? I was like, well, Jason. Really? You can have Jason?
You probably get more views if she was on here, though.
I was like, yes, Jason's going to be on there. She goes like, fine. If you want Jason, you can have Jason. And I was like, all right. Thanks for allowing me to have Jason on the show.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, we thank you again. Thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you again next week. Happy Mother's Day to all, and happy Cinco de Mayo. And one last one. We'll just remind you again to like, comment, share, and tune in next week because we are going to have a CBD advocate, Jeannie Dixon. We will see you again next week, Tuesday at 7:30. And don't forget, we will always have our weekly giveaways. We're going to have some new giveaways next week besides our pet tinctures. Thanks again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Until next time.
Till next time.